Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm chef proprietor from the Neptune.
Hi, I'm Galton from Morstan Hall on the North Norfolk coast. The Neptune, to me, is just a little tiny piece of paradise.
But it is just me and Jackie and somebody that washes up. So it's ultra personal. It's like coming to somebody's house.
Yeah.
We're 5 tables. We're a stone's throw away from the beach, so it's a nice little walk down to the beach. But it's incredibly personal to both me and Jackie, and it's sort of how we want it to be. We do 3-course menu or a tasting menu, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I have literally no idea why I'm still doing it that way. But I like the fact that we have customers that would never have the tasting menu.
Yeah.
And I would never want them not to be able to come to the Neptune. We've been to Morstan loads, truly lovely. But how would you describe it?
What would I say about Morstan Hall? I think we're small enough to be intimate. We only have 13 bedrooms. We do a set menu, or a tasting menu as it's called now, of which is 7 courses plus you get other little bits to it. And it changes every night.
But you've grown, haven't you, in the time?
Yeah, we have. That's the beauty of Morstan, is that you've always got space to do a little bit.
We'd been about 3 times before I knew you had a garden out the back. Because we always came in the winter and it was quite...
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't even know.
It's amazing, and I've actually got really exciting ideas this year.
When customers come in, you still should try to give them the best you can, and Galton does the same. But it is always about looking after people and making sure that they have as nice a time as you can give them.
I think Michelin had this sort of unwritten thing about them that you need to be consistent all the time. And it's one of those things where I often think about Michelin and I think, I'd hate to be without it. Is it of massive benefit? Yeah, it's a feather in the cap for doing the job well.
Yeah, I remember not having it and thinking,
yeah.
Well, when you got the star, we both got the first Michelin star at the same time.
Yeah.
There was virtually no publicity, literally.
No, there wasn't, was there?
Nobody even knew really. And when we came here, we got so much publicity that it was a bit of a surprise that suddenly the world had changed, and it was like, ooh.
That's easy from my point of view. I wanted to come home. I was born in Norfolk, just in a little village called Hainford, and lived the first 12 years in Hainford. Then my parents moved away to Kent because of work, but they always used to holiday back to North Norfolk, and there's this little hut place where if you go off Blakeney Quay, look out to sea off Blakeney Quay, there's a little hut in the distance called the Watch House, and that used to be our 2 weeks holiday every year.
And we're here by mistake.
Oh no, how did you get to Norfolk?
We got sent details of the Neptune by mistake. We weren't looking in Norfolk as a place
No,
to
because
buy.
you were in the Isle of Wight, were you?
Yeah, and we sort of thought we'd end up South Coast. We got details and we eventually bought here. And quite honestly, if we'd have looked at the Neptune properly, we wouldn't have bought it because there was so much wrong with it. But we're truly glad that we are. And like when we pack in eventually, we'll stay in Norfolk because we just love
it's a
it.
great place.
Yeah.
It's unbiased, I know, but it's a brilliant area, and it's become so popular now. Well, I love everything about Norfolk. I think it's sort of like pretty laid back. I like the fact that you get a summer over here, because we're apparently the driest county in the country. You wouldn't think it after what we've just been through. I love the seasons. I love the seasons of Norfolk. And the place has exploded really since when we first came down here in 1999. It was a bit of a gastronomic desert. There's no doubt about it. But now, you look at it.
Because of you.
No, I don't say that. There's a number of factors. There are how many? There's 4 stars now in Norfolk. Brilliant gastropubs, restaurants, cafes. You can go all along the coast now and eat really well, which I don't think you could do when we first came here. And everybody used to tell me that, oh, if you're going to think of doing that posh stuff, then you won't do very well. I like the gin trap.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that since the chef's been there. There's so many different eclectic places. Galton Arms. You can go there and it's a completely different vibe, but it's great. So is the other one, the sister one.
Suffield.
Suffield, yeah. Again, great. You can go to any number of places and eat really well. So my top 5 ingredients from Norfolk would be samper, chroma crab, John Davies chroma crab, lobster, mussels from Blackiston, and Fornham oysters. Those would be top 5 just like that.
So my top 5 ingredients, venison from Houghton and Holcombe, Blackiston mussels, Blackiston lobsters, Sharrington strawberries, and a Norfolk asparagus.
Perfect.
/ samphire. Yeah, I think we're incredibly proud of what we do, but we don't want to be showy offy and think that we're bigger than we are. And I think humility is a great trait to have in hospitality.